Hello. Hello. Oh wait, I fucking forgot to even. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We'll be there in a second. I forgot to turn on my boy. All right. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Bring this up, and there we go. Playing Pathologic 3!
I'm Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. All my life I have been studying death, the greatest boundary holding humanity back. The powers that be were frightened of my search. My lab in the capital was about to be closed. But it cannot
The fuck is that?
might be found only in the
Dude.
strangest, most remote parts of our country. Little towns that are yet to be explored by forward-thinking minds. People accept the supposed imminence of death way too easily. We meekly follow our life's path to it, like cattle to the slaughter.
Dude, that cow is huge. The fuck?
My search for immortality has brought me rumors of one, Simon Kane. A supposedly immortal man, living in one such town. He might be just the proof all my theories need. The final patient. I need to find him, or else all my life's work is doomed.
Those little fuckers just took my shit. Oh wow, it got dark quick. Fuck. Hey, what's up, bruh? I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train. You don't really get dead people? Where did you come from? The train, as you yourself pointed out. Right. Do you city folk always take 20 trunks of shirts with you, or did you manage to cut down to 10, sir? 8, though I had to sit on the last one. Where can I find a constable? Who do I talk to about recovering my stolen property? It's just kids being kids. No need to be mean to them. I'm telling you, hands off the kids. You're new here, fresh off the train. You're new in town, so watch yourself and heed our customs. No constable or patrolman will chase after children for you. No street sweeper neither. Why not? Because the kids have their own thing going, their own empire, you see. I'm not going to mess with it, and if you find someone to do it for you, it's your funeral. Or rather theirs. Though they wouldn't get a funeral, the tower would simply break them. If everyone timidly did as the proverbial Romans do, our Romes would still be murky forests teeming with wolves and prejudice. You know what? If you need your shirt so badly, why don't you go looking for the tots that ran away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade your precious linens for the capital bag in exchange for bits of colored glass. Or even just a story. But whatever you do, don't hurt them. Say, is the capital a real place? I wish it wasn't. The Canes came. Oh, man. The Canes came from the capital and made our town, but no other real people have come from there ever since. So I was thinking perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the capital, along with everything else. Right, sure. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be an all-encompassing, I assure you, though. Kane did not make up the capital. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me piece the picture together. Okay. I'm supposed to do research without tools. I have to handle this myself. Okay. My thoughts, conclusions, deliberations to see the events of a specific day, press the its number on the circle. Alright, so I'm right here. I need to go there and get my shit back. Some objects can be useful. I can spot them easily if I concentrate. Disturbing thoughts. Some thoughts will affect your mental state. Hey, little fucker. Hey, eyes on us. The thief's seen us. The thief. Mr. Thief, are you for real? Say something in thief speak. For frontum cognixit, the Latins never minded taking what was not theirs. Thief, thief, you stole the train's heart. You did. You just ripped it out and stole it. Now it'll die without a heart. You stupid bastard. Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms and legs and a forehead. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? And two hearts. One in his chest and one in his wife's. Worms don't have wives. What Brussels? Have you ever seen a worm? They're bald. You're not just a thief, you're a dummy too. Haha. Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town on important business which I cannot conduct without my microscope and my prototype. Please return them to me. Hey, hold on. No need for all the begging and the politeness. What did I even do to you anyway? I didn't take nothing. It was all Jekka. I'll tell Connor on you. I'll go whisper into the tower and you'll have to walk on your hands and talk backwards. And squint your eyes like Grandma Agatha. I'm about to start walking on my head without any cons or towers involved. Where are my things? Jekka's taken the heart back to go fix the train. That way to its face. Am I stitched now, Mr. Thief? Take my beetle? The fuck? Okay. I'm back on the train. What the fuck?
Don't you think my color's faded?
The fuck? So that's what you're like. Dead, tired, and covered in dust? Daniel Dankowski? At your service. Came in through the second door, always more interesting that way. But it's locked. It only seems that way to you. You're restless. We hardly see anyone like that in our sleepy little town. Even the Canes have gone into hibernation as the years passed. How would you know what I'm like? I only just arrived. Were you expecting me? Of course. Simon said I'd be your guide. And always listen to him. Simon Kane. Simon Kane, he left you in my care. Said you'd be staying at my house. Oh, it has a name. The Stillwater. And this won't be the first time it's had guests, but most don't last long. I think you will, though. I've already prepared everything. What did you prepare? Your room, a bed, a workplace, breakfast, peace. Come on, I start my messaging luggage. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? And she's vanished. Okay. Just my luck. The crazy ones. I feel like the sensitivity might actually need to go up. Very few games that I ever get to do that. Don't jump! Or do, I don't care much. I guess I do just follow this for a little ways, don't I? So much stuff. What the fuck are you guys? Hey, you little bastard. Hey, back off, you. Get away from the girls. And from me too. I ain't afraid of Uncle Roan when he boozes up, and I ain't afraid of you neither. I've got a knife. You can't hurt us, got it? Your hands are shaking, and you got those crazy eyes. Uncle Rowan gets those eyes too when he reaches for a second bottle, and the shakes, and then he picks fights. Well, you don't even think about picking a fight with me. I got a real knife, I do. If I look like the Uncle Rona of yours, that means I really do need to cool down first. Give me a moment, I'll take a breather. It's hard for me to talk to people when I'm too apathetic or manic. Alright. Head swing. My state of mind can be changed with drugs. Some make me more apathetic, others more manic. I need to keep an eye on my mental state and supply of drugs. Use.
The clock's hand comes to a standstill.
Alright. I thought that was blood. It's quiet. It's dead quiet. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days. That's what my mom says. It couldn't have been dead that long. Do it. Tack it on. Well, fitting there. It just won't. Told you we should have stuck it in the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly. Everybody knows that. Nope, a locomotive's life sits in the front with the driver. That's where the fire is, so the heart should be too. That's what Boulder told me. Ah, be gone, vile snake. You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's 'cause of you they don't come to us no more. We were wondering, and we didn't know why they kept dying. We got a whole graveyard. They're all rusted up, and they can't go anywhere. And it's all because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase. And now the train's all dead. And I stopped coming a long time ago. It can't be my fault. I've never been here before. And I'm not very good at stealing hearts. Things I touch do have a tendency to die. You've got me there. You said yourself the train's heart is at the front. I rode in a carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart then? Through the bows, like all Menku do. You don't get to the heart through the bows, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body part first. Well, now the train stopped wailing. Stopped moving too. That means it's dead, so this is its heart. Obvious, right? That's a bit simplistic. Response to stimuli is just one characteristic of life. It's not exhaustive. I don't know how to make you understand that my prototype has nothing to do with the train. Look, they're made of different metals. Well, you know, man doesn't look very shiny on the outside either, and inside he's all red. No, he's right. The body has different layers, but all the meat is made of meat. That's what Grandpa Burka said. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. It is quite difficult to see any of my alerts and such at this point because I'm still trying to get everything set up properly in this. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart, and it certainly won't repair it, but it is an interesting thing in itself, so let's make a deal. You can give it back, and I'll tell you how it works. I don't know. There will be corpses in the tail, a whole pile of them. Look here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away, I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. What the fuck? Oh, 2 weeks ago. What the fuck is that? Yo, bro, what's up?
Cheer up, Chief. Want to hear that grey hair joke again? The one you love so much.
Dude, I hate looking at your fucking face. To prime it, hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief, hello? Oh, for crying out loud, your mind's flown away again. My mind and I are firmly planted on the ground. Sure you are. Anyway, as I was saying, the crank is stiff. You'll have to use some force. Plan, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me in here for? You have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Daniel. What we have to do is load that prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there, and it will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. Risen from the dead? I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and holy smokes. A woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasping her throat. I started toward her, but then I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. Was it a spontaneous resurrection? It couldn't be. These cases always turn out to be lethargy, or catatonia, or apnea? Apnea? So why not get her yourself? Why call for me? We don't have a second to waste. Chlorine isn't known for bringing back the dead, but if the woman was brought here by mistake, alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous membranes enough to wake her. Gee, if you're braiding another one of your chains of hypotheticals. We need practical observations. Pull out the patient, then write the monograph. Not the other way around, right? Tell me what I should do with this device, this prototype, I think you call it. Already told you, but fine, let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Tuberculosis miasma? The fuck you mean miasma? This ain't no fucking Inuyasha. Remember the consumption task force? Kaufman, Grosky, Anastine? At least the gas hasn't done you any lasting damage. A million little details as always. That's reassuring. I'd feel even better if we could leave this morgue. Of course, I remember. Yeah. This magnificent gizmo disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First, you load the prototype. There's bottles of solution in the beige cabinet. Best set it on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're holding it. And load it, then what? Next, you wind the prototype up to prime it. Hold this crank here and turn clockwise. The crank is stiff, right? So I had to turn it with some force. How did you guess? And then I just release the contents into the gas? Correct. Wind it up. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach your resurrectity. Just remember, the chlorine will keep coming while our supply of solution is finite. Just try to be efficient as possible, Chief. You know, I actually like the idea. A true thananologist ought to step into death every now and then. Pneumatics with mechanical priming. The longer I hold the crank, the stronger the effect. Operating range is supposed to be decent. One load is good for 20 uses. Required ingredients are readily available, at least in the Institute. First thing we teach lab assistants, the best stuff is in the beige cabinet. Load the prototype. Before you can use the prototype, you need to load it. Ingredients are in the cabinet and the loading station is on the table. The disinfectant solution consists of 3 ingredients: a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. You need to put the items into the slots, then press the load button. Prototype successfully loaded. Okay.
Dull, yes. Cheap, always. Same as always.
Oh shit, how the fuck am I supposed to get around that? Oh, I see now. Wait, what? No. What's the crouch button? Is there a crouch button? I'm too fancy to crouch! Wait, is there a crouch button or not? Am I insane? Oh, fuck. Oh, I see now. What the fuck? Oh, she's like totally fine. Like, not even like. Are you death? You have death's eyes. Wow, you have conjunctivitis. Ugh. I have the eyes of a man who just walked through 40 meters of poisonous gas without protective goggles. That people don't cough, which means you're still alive for now. Give me your hand, talking and wait. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. You can tell me everything you've seen in your posthumous visions later. I need to get out of here at once. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. What does that mean? It means that when you die, there's neither life nor death, but something else entirely. That if trains were worms, they'd tunnel toward you underground. This is nonsense. That woman was disoriented and hallucinating. Like a coin falling on its edge, or a Mobius strip. You shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype back? Take it. It spins all boring clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. Look, it's blowing its whistle. It's still smoking. That's as alive as it gets. You understand transportation at least a bit. Indeed, a heart can't survive outside the body. We only got one grandpa between us. One of those special clocks he has. I'm sick of this game. Go away. We're gonna go play cat in an old hat. We still have time before the sun sets. Wait, what about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it. But I didn't take your microscope. I didn't expect you to know that word. Even some people in the capital don't know it. Where is it then? If the prototype is in my right hand, the microscope is my left. I can't collect data without it. The dog's head must have taken it. Khan and Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils get split down the middle. They don't care about hearts, not in any of their many faces. Why would they need another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive? I guess we'll explain to her what a microscope is. Oh, a kaleidoscope. To look at the colorful town, you can do it like Capella. A capella? I'm not much of a singer. You know the word kaleidoscope? Oh, and defenestration? Mr. Merrick used it when Foreman Oyen threw Uncle Roan out a window. Oh. So, as it stands, you pass my belongings along to some other gang, and I need to get to them to get my microscope back. Am I right? Khan must have given it to Capella as a gift. You stupid, she hates kaleidoscopes. After what happened to the stained glass? No, Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give it to anyone, not before he looks at it himself or after either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. He'd give it back to the owner. If you find him in town, he'll deal fair. Well, they brought your micro kaleidoscope into the polyhedron. You won't see it again. If. No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dog heads like them. Think they look like polyhedron. There's one right here in the maw. After this conversation with its Capellas, Khans, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. Sounds complicated, but it can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Thank you. Town. Okay. Da booba. What happened? Jacob Stark Keurig and what was his name? Bertrand. Such a harmless fellow he was. Never hurt a fly in his life, and the Ripper slashed him to ribbons like the rest of them anyway, the brute. We must give these unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve, and then find the Ripper and give him a burial befitting a beast. Do not act rashly. Give Keurig to me. I'll pay you back in kind and herbs and blood. Are you crazy? Why are you looking at her? Why are you even speaking to her? Begone, witch. Beyonte, do not speak to me, stranger. I have come begging for food to give Shuk, begging for tears to give Mother Bodo. I speak to the blood of Udger of our town. You are not our blood. My eyes do not see you, stranger. My ears do not hear you. The Rippers come to town. The father killer, Burak. He was always a wild one, but then Mara Shabnuk lay with him in the steep and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Starks. He killed Keurig. He killed the harmless birdie. He's a monster. What? Okay, let's see. I thought I had come alone, or almost alone, but I definitely don't recall the Mad Ripper on the train with me. And people scoff at me for saying our land abounds with analytical minds. Did you deduce all that simply from inspecting the corpse, including the fornication and the steep? A thing that comes from the steep, a golem on feet of bone that takes the form of a young harlot, lays with someone, and then eats their eyes to blind them to reality. Okay. People scoff at me for saying our lands abound with analytical minds. He arrived on the freight train, took the back door like a thief in the night. Was he also blinded by the light? The freight train was bringing medicine, sweets, and coffins, so the Ripper must have hidden away in a coffin, or else Shabnak would have torn him apart in the steep. You just said that Shabnak copulated with him, but now he's hiding from her in a coffin? Well, 2 sentences into this conversation, I already want to shoot myself. Buyante, hear me out, blood of my Jesus Christ, this is so many just like nonsense words. Suak sings of a fierceness, a sharpness inside the one you call Keurig. Give his body to me. He is dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suak will eat him and drink his savagery and his sting, and sing of an Ubini Dune and herb song in gratitude. She'll give us Tyree and will brew us lots of Tyrene. What the fuck is happening? She will give us Ashen Swish, the harshest of the herbs. By Caben. Ashen Swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suok sings that we will need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness. But mine will be a burial into Suok's womb. I am at your feet, good people. Give me the one you call Keurig. Should we give her the body, maybe? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him or the kin do. Who knows? I suppose we do get a great crop of Tyree. I'm under the impression that who buries who actually matters quite a lot in traditional cultures. Are corpses used as fertilizer often around these parts? But they aren't just going to use him, they'll desecrate him until not even Sabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're doing to do, isn't it? Isn't it, steep girl? Say it. And don't you dare try to lie to us. I'm at your feet, good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Sulak's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer Kirik, and only Ashen Swish will remain. I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to be remembered, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare time someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everybody forgets him. An ethnographic gold mine you've got here. It's a shame I'm not an anthropologist. You could at least ask her to stand up. This is awkward. Well, take the name of this Kirik. What does that mean? A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they use to call Kirik will become a gift to Suak instead. He will have no grave, and there will be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger. Your words are poison. I'm not talking to you. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid falling out with the kin. It will only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You certainly look important. Maybe you have some brains to back it up. The body of a victim who met a violent end must be withheld for the purpose of a forensic examination, even if a beautiful young woman asks otherwise. Yeah, well, I mean, it's doable, I guess. Like, shit is crazy. This game is so weird. Once a person dies, their body is no more than a collection of molecules and tissues. Any opportunity to put it to some use is a stroke of fortune. Corpus non estum tempolum. I don't care one way or the other. Thank you, stranger. Death came to this town today, such a great death, the likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be a fearsome day, tomorrow even more so. And on the third day, fear itself will die. And without Ashen Swish, we will die too. Golden Bones Ripper. My decision echoes in the future. Okay. So we're getting kind of close. There's just so much happening, dude. Ah, shit. More people to fucking talk to. Boots.
Wisdom's good to possess. Better still is cleverness.
Cool. I'm just gonna... Okay, what? Would you look at that? A customer. Keep walking, customer. This shop's appointment only. They don't record your name on the list. From a distance, they look just like coffins. It looked like a giant bird was nesting by the train. Birdies, birdies, gather ye here round the marble nest. I can't recall where that code is from. It's quite a bird indeed. Small in stature, but great in spirit. Hell, I like you. You're lucky he likes you. He's a handy acquaintance. We've got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get it for you wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? I'd expect a romantic soul like yours would be more interested in the Scarlet Pimpernel than Scarlet Boots. Oh, gross. What am I? Her bride? Her bride. They run around naked, trampling the grass and flowers. I want to run around in something pretty, like boots from a coffin. A coffin's the best when you need a chest. A checkpoint guard won't dare open it up out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, it's overflowing with 100 pairs of scarlet Saffiano leather boots, tax and duty free. Saffiano leather, those are bog standard military issue boots that have been dyed wrong. They're right about one thing, it's no good shying away from death. One can't understand a thing they refuse to look at, so you smuggle contraband in coffins. You a tax inspector? No, but that doesn't mean I approve of illicit trade. I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens. Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Of course, if I start poking around coffins, how will you exploit the public's fear of death for your smuggling operation? Indeed, no one knows what happens to someone once they go into a coffin, but I intend to find out. Sure. Alright, give me a second, I'll be right back. Oh, hey, what do you know? I'm back. Oh, man. Nyong. Oh. It's safe here for now. Okay, so material world. The mind is affected by E interactions with specific objects. They're easy to spot if you enter concentration mode.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
What? Howdy ho. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, not these guys. Booha, my good little bull, blunt mouthed, broad browed. Please forgive us. You're silly as Urzi, and you always have been. He's returning to Boss to Bodo. Fucking why? We are leading him into the bosom of his mother and father. Why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Boss Torak is dead, Enya. His little bull's whole life, he didn't know that there was a beautiful creature, Yamato Boss Torak, was waiting for him. And now that he knows Boss Torak is dead, well, Buha will find his father's silent corpse. How can we not pity him? I thought there was some kind of festival happening in town, but you're just talking about death. It's a funeral. The father of all Contage people and bulls has died. We ask Suak to bring him back. You're the silly one. Suak didn't eat Boss Torak. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. The immortal can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We ask Boss Torak to change his mind and come back to us, his children. Well, actually, some animals like lobsters don't undergo natural aging and death, but they can still be killed by external forces. He's not an animal. He's the father of all Contage, people, and bulls. Oh, how can I explain? We herb brides... I don't get it. What the fuck is a herb bride? Walk barefoot so that he can always hear his heart. So we can always hear his heart. Tonight it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father, so we ask him to respond, but I feel he has died. A fang or a claw we thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I feel the rot squelching underfoot. What the fuck? Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Boss Torak can die only for gloom. We will cheer him up, feed him, and show him our joy. We will bring the last Aurochs to his bosom. Jesus Christ, this thing is freaking me the fuck out. Then he will remember us and return to us. Clearly your Boss Torak is a mythologem, but it must have some basis, I wonder what. Maybe you felt the aftershocks of an earthquake. They sometimes occur in the northeast. So the secret of immortality was to smile and put aside sorrow? Mother Bodo is a blind, loving mother, the warmth of the earth. But Boss Torak not only bore us, he watched over us. We lived under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder. Some letters together to be words. We're all blind worms now. Mugar, Mugar, bad. A worm is a worm, a human is a human. A human is meant to see, to build. Look around, beholder, what do you see? A town where the sacrifice of live animals is permitted in a residential area. Simon Kane's immortality will most likely turn out to be a superstitious nonsense too. So the beholder is Boss Torak. Who am I to contend with him? Any gaze might turn out to be Boss Torak's gaze. These things can't be foreseen. You haven't looked closely. Go further. See our celebration. Look at the last Aurochs. What do you see in all this? Tell Guga afterwards. Well, at least it's pleasant to look at you girls. At your girls. I mean, they're all cute characters. The female characters are, at least. The dudes look real rough. Like, I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but... Yeesh. Share what you have witnessed. Oh. Whoa. My eyes touch you, beholder. That's plausible, anatomically speaking, but physiologically, that will traumatize me to the next decade. For the next decade. What was that? I just saw some sort of... I saw rotten plague miasma spreading from a carcass and a sanitation squad burning it with fire. Everything around groaned and died, as if I were in the midst of an outbreak. Had a fleeting hallucination. Strange. I usually can only induce such things in laboratory conditions. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. Boxyphilus. This was from Hat Jumps. That makes about as much sense. Are those anxiety-induced visions of a terrible future? Perhaps. Was the bull in the square some sort of parable? Ah, so you're a parrot as well as a worm. Birdies, birdies, gather ye here round the marble nest. Yes. Symbolic. Thank you for your vision, beholder. You see more wildly than others. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just the eyes adjusting to our current place and time. Keep moving forward. I haven't even done anything yet, but I'm already helping. What a stand-up guy I turned out to be. Pity the Academy thinks otherwise. Libertatis dum stickus. Oh no. Oh, those guys. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, charcoal painting. Fucking hell, man.
I'd rather not hear this.
I'd be curious to see what Simon looks like now.
Oh, this is the dude from the last game. I only played a little bit of Pathologic 2, and I have no clue what was happening in that one either. So, I just remember this dude's face. That's about it. Ah, there you are, finally. I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? I don't have time to read any lines. I'm trying to get my microscope back. Have you seen any kids conspicuously carrying luggage? I take no joy in seeing another player who likes to improvise. Your charge is but to read your lines and not invent them. Hey, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but the outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? His costume is more suited to an antagonist. His latest fashion in the capital, I'll have you know. Funny, fashion advice from a man in a bird suit. Looks in a mirror lately? I'm more of an anti-hero than an antagonist. I presume you know the difference. That makes you an ideal candidate for our anti-production. I am Mark Immortel, director of the local theater, and you are... just arrived from the capital. Magnifico. You see, the actor we've been waiting an eternity for has decided to sabotage the rehearsal. You would do us a massive, titanic favor by replacing him, even if just for a little while. What's the man in the bird suit doing here? That is abnormal. You're not familiar with the ancient mysteries? Our feathered colleague symbolizes the doom of all things. He acts as a dark omen, complete with a plague doctor's beak. Our performance is quite simple. The main character has just arrived in a remote town and, quite accidentally, stumbled into a curious rehearsal in which his fate will be decided. Who knows, perhaps he'll die at the end. Seems the performance has already started and I'll be dragged in against my will. Is that all you have to say? Why do you stare like that? I see it in his eyes. His mind is looking for a line to mumble. I'm beginning to recall why my acting career didn't pan out. I'm not struggling to come up with lines. I say again, he is no leading man. He is unfit to even play a villain. At best, a background player, a body standing there to fill the stage. It is the steep healer's son who ought to take the role. Or that young girl who crawled out of her grave. They have such pathos and such veer. What does this one have? A coat? Is rehearsal already starting, or is he just casually insulting me? I see you are awed by my code. It is perfectly understandable, but envy is a low sentiment. Quod erat demonstrandum. The code is but a prop. Beneath it, who are you? And you, what are you? Who are you behind the mask? I'm a walking shadow of the slain, a being of words unsaid, a specter of regret. This is a hint I'm not supposed to get just yet, but which will become clear later, right? And that is the heart of our play. Our main character, a doctor and a skeptic, encounters the unknown for the first time. He built his whole life around empiricism and scientific inquiry. What will he do when death addresses him directly? But this isn't literal, right? A hero in a play speaking to death or the dead is usually a metaphor, an illustration of his thought process. Well, if that makes it easier for you, we can say it's a metaphor. Play it ambiguously, leave the audience guessing. But wait, I don't want to be a metaphor. I was promised I'd be the true voice of the dead. What kind of spoil sport ruins a play like this? I told you he couldn't hack it. That's it. I'm out. Metaphor. Pfft. I'm confused. Are we still acting, or is he actually offended? Of course we're acting. You have aptly grasped the key of this play. It is all a game. You are free to go, but remember the game doesn't end until I say so. But Mr. Director, are you certain we've chosen the right protagonist? The rules of drama clearly state that the hero must experience death and resurrection, yet he's stuck in the prologue. Hear that? You're being reprimanded for letting the pace of the narrative slip. Not my opinion, you understand, but the audience's attention is starting to flag. Well then, go on and prove we weren't mistaken about you. Not sure I like how you keep bringing up the protagonist dying at the end. Well, that's true. The town is decorated with red paint. That is something kind of weird that I just now noticed because of this. You guys got anything to say? Please don't. Alright, you little fucker. Oh yeah, this can't exist. What the fuck? If you could travel through time, what would you go to, the future or the past? I like to get to know the philosophers of antiquity. Past, 10 years ago, maybe, when everything could still have been prevented. The near future, to see what humanity has wrought. A future so distant that even someone with my vivid imagination could fathom it. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's two side by side, and sometimes you have to jump backwards. Did Simon Kane know any games? He's the only grown-up who gets games. Everyone thinks they're just silly things for kids, just running around or scoring a point. But Grandpa Simon knows how games should be. I bet he could even enter the polyhedron. How should games be? If you wanted the polyhedron, you'd understand. Whatever that thing is, I've been told I'll never see inside it. My place is with earthly matters, apparently. Answer me, did you steal my microscope? I did, yeah. But I gave it to Phil. He's over there, on the stairway. Do you mind if I go up? Sure, but if it falls, I won't be the one nursing you back to health. Medicine. Oh, I guess it's not you. I guess he's up top. Okay. Hey, my microscope. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme. Well, your turn, Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look, and then I'll give it back. Ew. There's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eye to look? You're not an animal, you know. Yeah, but an animal might see further, though. Good news, the microscope has been found. Bad news, it's being mauled by a pack of wild dogs. Oh, the horror. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything, just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like, in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad, if you think about it. It only shows bugs and hairs because you're pointing it at bugs and hairs. See all these different glass pieces inside glass? Like this shows the future when you look through it. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why did you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? That's why we stole it back from you. It's called justice. This is my microscope. I brought it with me from the capital, and you stole it from my luggage. That's called theft. What? You don't know. You don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster. Where did you get this thingamajig from? What did you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was on the way to go visit Simon, and I'd already be there if it weren't for you. Please give me back my microscope. It's a very delicate instrument. Just give him back the thingamajig and let him go on his merry way. It's broken anyhow. Can't see any future at all. No. Grandpa Simon taught us what doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If we just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. A pocket watch on a chain, and it definitely shows the future. Let's make a deal. Come on, let's see. Oh, nice. And how does it show the future? With this, you always know what time it is. So you know what time it will be in an hour, or 2, or even 3. Which means you know the future. Oh, you're clever, mister. All right, give us your watch, but show us how your thingamajig works, will you? We're still curious. First, trade the watch for the thingamajig. I mean, for the microscope, then I'll show you. Trade. All right, we got our microscope back. Oh, it's the dead girl.
I think you ought to reread your own early work, Chief. Assuming you wrote them yourself.
Whoa, bitch! That's not nice. Please, hold on a little longer. Even after the inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Chief, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's still very weak. It's amazing that she's standing at all with the amount of gas she inhaled. The burden of leadership. You owe something to everyone, and everyone will find you at fault. It's good to see you too, Seraphima. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. Body matching her description was declared dead last night. It could be a coroner's oversight or a bureaucratic error. People make mistakes all the time. This doesn't prove anything. We're searching across the country for miraculous resurrections. One springs up right under our feet in our institute's morgue. That's irony for you. Don't awaken the thrill of the hunt just yet. If this is indeed what we both think it is, we need to keep our heads cool. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second. No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also confirms that our subject showed no signs of life, and Planton himself was there when she woke up. Our subjects, we don't yet have proof she meets Thanatika's criteria. When I reached this woman through the poisonous hog, she herself insisted that she had died. It's not proof, but she must have had some reason to think it. In any case, this is far more interesting than our weekly hysterics insisting they witness their own resurrections. We can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject is having trouble speaking. All the time in the gas has weakened her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but you understand, I can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account could point us in the right direction, but there is always a physical examination or taking a sample. Or an examination of her personal belongings. She came into the morgue with some items. Though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself, I left them on the table by the back entrance. Will you take a look, Chief? Perhaps there's a clue. Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Okay. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniel Denkovsky, head of the Thanatic laboratory. Last night, I saved you from the site of a serious gas leak. Man with that size. Just researcher into the problem of human mortality. My eyes were affected by the gas, just like yours were. She still has fucking the thing. It's not wax poetic. My assistant provided you first aid. I hope you're feeling better, but now we need to understand more about your condition. I died, tunnel after tunnel. Please remain calm before we can be sure of anything. I need to examine you. Allow me to take a blood sample. Perhaps a microscope can give us some clarity. Wait just a moment. I'd like to examine your belongings first, the ones you had on you at the morgue. A disease affects various bodily systems. The microscope helps identify which organ is infected. Tissue samples are placed on glass slides, and assistant ensures that slides are sufficiently supplied. I can study the collected samples under the microscope. To perform the test, I need reagents. The doctor themselves is in charge of their supply. Look for the red bacteria. Adjusting the magnification. Adjust the focus. Oh, there we go. Like, what the fuck? Why isn't it moving? Holy shit, this is rough. Okay, I found it. Organ is affected. A pathogen has been found. Breathing is a bit easier, but talking is still You stay quiet for now. I just need to examine you. Herbs not okay. Looking for medicine. I might understand more if I examine the resurrected woman myself. Jesus. Fucking beautiful mind in this shit. Butterflies! Whoa. Skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Like the same for her red eyes and mucosal burns. Pale and gaunt, looks exhausted. It's no wonder her body's blood sample points to leukemia. Oh, what's that? Bruising redness, a rough injection. Seems like she had an allergic reaction. She signed a consent form for experimental treatment at the Institute. She's pretty bruised up. Huh. Bruising from repeated injections, the consequence of attempted resurrection? Morphine. She did have some with her. Nothing on the inside. And be gas burns. Uh-oh. A miraculously resurrected woman has late-stage leukemia and her injection marks on her body. Seraphima waits, and our subject needs rest. Time to come up with a diagnosis, even if it's preliminary.
If we have the right conditions. The current ones are only good for inventing penicillin. It's mold all the way down.
So, Chief, are you shedding light on the case? I'm loath to jump to conclusions, but could Thanatica have discovered some genuine phenomena? Alas, our subject is not a phenomenon.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay. Alas, our subject is not a phenomenon, just a morphine addict, and morphine addicts are common in morgues. She was in a trial for a new drug. I'm not sure our colleagues will disclose their experiment, but I'd guess asphyxia. Oh God, don't do this to me, Leslie. Asphyxia, an acute allergic reaction, and you end up in the morgue. You notice the rings among her belongings. I suspect we're dealing with a failed suicide attempt. She's terminally ill and may have swung from one extreme to the other, from self-treatment to our institute. I don't know what medications she took or how they interacted. I suppose so, but how do we explain the most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why did a gas leak revive the subject? Someone tried to restart her heart. With a too small dose, the gas leaked and the body released the adrenaline it was missing. So you think it was a mistake? The subject ended up in the morgue due to negligence? She wasn't actually dead yet, but by coincidence, an unaccounted for factor revived her. So does that mean she wasn't dead after all? When Leslie came back to life? Alas. Then what's your microscope even for? Doesn't show the future, doesn't raise the dead. It's just a toy, really. Swear at the bar you've set with your expectations, young man. Alright, if we can't see the future in that glass, then we're off. We've got important things to do after all. As do I. I'll leave my things at my temporary lodgings, then head to the Crucible to see Simon.
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago.
What the fuck? The special committee. He was sent to investigate the case of my criminal negligence. Supposedly, I didn't save a town in the east of our country Or a plague broke out. I didn't even try, apparently. He's luring me into a trap. His folder is full of intentionally false data. He's not interested in the truth, but rather in the downfall of Bachelor Denkovsky. He is my enemy.
Not again. Once more.
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? The street kid stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, to be exact. Focus. I'm only interested in what's important. But you asked what I was doing in the town. And you've recounted every step. What's next? How you chopped carrots for soup or knocked mud off your boots? When I asked for precision, I didn't mean an exhaustive recounting of your little fingers' every twitch. Funny you should mention soup. I can't remember the last time I ate. I just wanted to recount everything in order from beginning to end. The beginning doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the result, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that is in the case file. Shall we review it? If you're familiar with my own biography, I propose you don't waste time on it. Let's see, where was it? Ah, yes. The ministerial inspection of your lab began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as, yes, an immortal man. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The important part is that you fled from the investigation, and this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far? I didn't flee. Proof of human mortality was the only chance to save Thenica. On the third day, the town's leaders gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. And what was Daniel Danowski, who was, I repeat, the only qualified specialist in town doing that day? What's that? Your lip is trembling. Did I unsettle you? Your tricks won't work on me. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling your Hippocratic oath and leading the fight against the plague, you were engaged in what? Come on, don't look at the table. My eyes are up here. I know where you're going with this, Inspector. It says I tried to flee the town. Looking down out of shame, I'm simply amazed at your informant's sloppy work. On the fourth day, the town lost its water supply. They required a hospital, but the one person who could set it up, what was he doing? Tell me, Danowski. Where did you spend the 4th and 5th days? In a jail, says what your papers say, right? Come, the evening of the 4th day, the doctor from the capital attempted to flee the dying town on a cargo train like a rat. He was caught and jailed, and there he remained as the plague ravaged the town. Admit, I find even the act of reading about it repugnant. I won't lie, I considered escape, not flight. Thenica was in the process of being destroyed back in the capital. Considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to town, I found that Simon Kane, the immortal man, or on whom I pinned all my hopes, was dead. Oh shit. When I came to town, I found out that Simon Kane, the immortal man, he died under mysterious circumstances a few hours before my arrival. Immortals don't exist. From the beginning, you knew as well as I did that Simon Kane was a fiction, a false hope to cling to. But when the epidemic began, you could have saved others. Your doctor, you swore an oath. Swore an oath. Why did you abandon the ordinary townsfolk? So who cares what happened to the microscope and the prototype? You failed before you even arrived. Simon Kane's nature, the mystery of his immortality and death, that's the most important thing that happened in this little town. And to me, but I can't just relay it to you to understand. One must immerse themselves in the details, take in the full picture. Simon Kane's death is the primary concern, not the deaths of tens of thousands, but one fantastical old man. Oh my Bachelor, oh my. And for the very best immersion, you tried to flee the town on the evening of the 4th day. No, you're twisting it. You're writing the past. Where did I lie exactly? Point it out. I'll tell you what really happened. On the 3rd day at the town hall. No, I know your plan. Once again, you will drown me in unnecessary details. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I told you I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. You know, so read books backwards. You recount everything in whatever order I tell you to. On the 6th day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind, explain to me, what were you doing on the 5th day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? You disappoint me, Bachelor. I'll ask again. On the 5th day in the town, what were you doing the 5th day? Let me think. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Pathologic 3. Oh, hee hee ha ha. Oh, oh, oh. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Oh, there's another one down. So how'd I manage to get put in jail? Begin the 5th day. Day 5 in which the Bachelor will grab the only remaining blah 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 blah. And what's in our inventory? We have nothing. What the fuck? I'm never leaving this place. They trapped me in this bloody town. Now I'm trapped in a jail cell. So if I would have went a different route, I could have. Okay. And there are 12 days. Holy shit. Alright, we're on day 5. Trapped in a jail cell. But only this. What place has an entrance but no exit? This ill-fated town. This triple cursed town is sapping your resolve by the minute. Is it the local herbs blooming, or have you finally cracked Danowski? And legs barely stir. Will it always be like? Will it be like this always? This despair isn't yours. I swear, it's the local herbs messing with your head. In mania, you're sharp and fierce. Hey, you there, let me out of already. Mania and apathy. Apathy and indifference are constantly rising. To move faster, fight apathy by increasing mania. Yo! Capella. Oh, it's the one person they were talking about. Daughter of Fat Vlad Olgamiski, local magnate and master of the town's industry. Blood of his blood. Local kids named her Capella for her ability to point out the celestial map in the night sky. I heard she holds some inexplicable power over the town, but I dismissed it. That was a mistake.
I used to wander at dusk, only to be found somewhere new at dawn.
Cool. Out, living soul. You keep me caged like a dog all night, and now you acknowledge I have a soul? Who are you? I expect a different kind of jailer. I'm dead tired, to be honest. I'm not so sure I even want to leave this cell. I am a mistress, well, a future mistress, but I think you'll agree that future and past are relative concepts. Future mistress. But my father can order 100 men into the Gorgon to drown, and they'll do it too, since otherwise they'd starve. So people do listen to me. Like his interest of a local princess. I want to help you. How are you feeling? I don't have the plague, if that's what you mean. Oh, excellent. Had a good night's sleep, full of energy. Ready to stand trial. You know what? Nah. Ready to stand trial. I am going to be tried now, right? Terrible. I need sleep, someone. I can see that. You can step out of that cage. Just like that. Just like that. When you go upstairs, you'll understand why. But first, I need to know one more thing. Why did you come to our town? I researched the nature of death. I was told you have an immortal man among you, Simon Cullen, but when I got here, he was dead. So what are you going to do now? Don't have a lot of options, do I? I'll look into what he left behind first thing. The phenomenon itself is gone, but there are still witnesses to his longevity. Explaining it is paramount. I've been trapped inside this box, but I know what's outside. An outbreak, death, and death, even in the guise of a mundane germ, is my enemy. Therefore, I'll do my job. You know, Bachelor, my father envied Simon, and Maria Cana will always be my enemy, so there is no love lost between our families. And yet, I must help you. I don't want to. I must. Otherwise, the town will suffer. That's why I came here early and waited 4 hours until you decided to wake up. Could have knocked on the door yourself. I know where to find the last person who saw someone alive. His name is Stock Rubin. His apprentice? He's a doctor. He has a hideout in the warehouses. Look for him there. Clear sign of an honest man. But you won't be able to go there right now while I was waiting for you. Something bad happened. Something bad. When you go up those steps, you'll see. Mother said that a true mistress stands out by her timing, and here I am, right place, but too late. Maybe I'll never be a true mistress.
The sky is cloudy, yet earth awaits your casket, and filling your pockets is a whole lot of crickets.
Sound fucking insane. Oh, Alexander Saburov, governor of the town. Saburovs are the load-bearing bones of this town, hard, dry, and colorless compared to the other two ruling families. Order rested upon them. When I arrived, Governor Saburov pinned all his hopes on me and hated me for it. He thought the star from the capital would show the Kanes and Olagimskis how dangerous overreaching ambitions could be. Alas, that star proved to be another dreamer.
I do have an heir. Our town.
What? That don't make no damn sense. Danovsky, before you ask, I allowed the girl in. She is Olamski's daughter, and she interceded on your behalf. But even if she hadn't, I wouldn't have kept you here. Threw me behind bars yesterday, and today you're already setting me free. What a miracle tyrant you are. Oh, fuck. What were you detained for? You know that perfectly well, Governor Zoro. Why do you ask? You committed the most heinous crime a doctor can commit. You tried to abandon your patients to flee the town and save your sorry hide. For those think my real patient is being murdered in the capital. My life's work is being destroyed. This town is my life's work, and it is dying because all the doctors betrayed it. Cowards and scoundrels, all of them. Yet, as Katerina would put it, the logic of inevitability is stronger, and the town has paid you back. Call it irony if you like. What do you mean? Whatever happened yesterday is beyond reach. Today the plague has reached the backbone. Behind the thin walls of this building, death rages. We've boarded up doors and windows, but the plague fumes are seeping in. You and I, we have mere hours left. Outbreak has reached Town Hall. There have been cases of criminals surviving the sacking of a besieged city and prisons. A prison is also a fortress, but our fortress lacks food and water. Outside, we are presumed dead. Know this, Danowski. I wanted to punish your cowardice, that much is true, but I did not want you dead. I am sorry. Lucky for me, I don't plan on dying. 2 days ago, a decree was issued declaring all people in infected districts to be presumed dead, not to be rescued unless they call for help with signal bonfires. A folly without a protective suit. You can't venture into the miasma, let alone light the fires, so officially, you and I are presumed dead. To get help, we need to light the bonfires. We should organize a sortie. The miasma already seeps into the rooms of the town hall, and you want me to open the front door? No, our only chance is to barricade ourselves in and pray for a miracle. I have a device, a prototype. It disperses miasma. With it, I can go through the infected district. The device is the one you confiscated along with all my belongings, including medicine, by the way. No, your gadgets from the capital are just as unreliable as you. I won't unlock the main entrance, risking contamination of the town hall, just because of your novelty lighter. And your alternative proposal is, we bide our time, hope for the best. Katarina wouldn't be scared. A brilliant plan, thanks, but no thanks. I'd rather do something. You said the plague is already in the town hall. Where? The far room. We've locked it already. Give me the prototype back. I'll clear the contamination in the far room and prove to you that the device works. Fine. Your device should be in the main hall. Confiscated items are also there on the counter. No one has disturbed them. Take them after that. They'll unlock the far room for you. But if you fail to clear the miasma there, you won't be let out. Another day at the office for a doctor in crisis. Where are my things? Vlad the Younger. Vladislav, son of Vladislav, the factory owner, heir to one of the 3 ruling families. One could imagine the autonomy he enjoyed living under his father's shadow. He thought his father's power could be gently modernized through reform. He kept up with contemporary thinkers. He put his faith in progress, and as his reward, the dirtiest of tasks fell to him.
They call the abattoir a longa. That word means four, doesn't it?
I don't know. I'm just a dumb slot machine. What options does the town have when there's no vaccine or cure? When there's neither a hospital nor doctors? Isolation and quarantine are our only tools to slow the plague spread. Hold on, are you the one who issued the decree not to rescue people from the infected districts? Everyone is saying I acted as Isidore Barak did 5 years ago. They can think what they want, but they're remembering it wrong. My measures were not so harsh. Isidore sealed off the plague districts with no chance of escape. I, at least, told the orderlies to keep an eye out for bonfires to give those trapped behind the cordons a chance. You're just the son of a factory owner who gave you the right to take these measures. Wait, you devised a more humane measure but don't object when it's credited to someone else? A decree is far easier to issue when it's backed by authority. The outcome matters more than inscribing my name in history. And Barak's name was important to persuade people. Why are you looking at me like that? Quite the puppet master. Did you earn the right to issue the decrees by trickery as well? The Menku, that's what our local healers are called, have their own ways to treat disease. As I had access to this knowledge, I took it upon myself to adapt it. We had no other options. You started to treat the town with folk remedies, and no one stopped you. But what does that have to do with bonfires? Why did you tell the orderlies to look for them? It's a primeval belief. One might say she can't tolerate fire. She's either afraid of it or, in contrast, drawn to it like a moth. I found this symbolic. Please keep in mind our orderlies are simple folk. They need a convincing omen to compel them into the plague fumes. Convincing to them, not to you or I. She can't tolerate fire. You mean the plague? The sarcasm is unwarranted. The plague feels alive even to me sometimes, let alone the orderlies. If you spent any time with us, you would understand, and I was just beginning to respect you. But be that as it may, by the third day, we realized the scale of the catastrophe. The town needed saving, and I was ready to propose concrete measures. And here we are. I will soon pay with my life for my actions. More like your father's actions. Surely it was he who placed you in this prestigious position. As will you for your inaction. I am not a proud man, Danovsky. 2 days ago, I waited for you at the Emergency Epidemic Committee meeting. If you wished to take matters into your own hands, I would not have stood in your way, but you simply didn't show up. Where are my things? Where the fuck are my things? Or it's just an experience at the point of criminal negligence, as though their issuer played. If I held the power in this town, I would have wielded it more wisely. Whoa. Well, let's say there was nothing that happened. I guess I can't change that. Ah, there's my stuff. Holy shit. Alright, let's get a little manic. The fuck is my thing? Ah. Whew. Nothing even there. And we're nothing at all. Nothing at all.
No promises about taste, but it'll certainly be hot.
uses other regions as well, but they hardly smell of anything. Your interruption works. Let's assume as much. Is it enough to traverse the infected district? Fine, let's assume that too. Listen up. You need to make it to the southern exit of the district. It's guarded by orderlies. The other exits are either sealed off or being guarded by vigilantes. Best avoided. By vigilantes, you mean a mob armed with sharp sticks driven by fear? Got it. But first, you need to light several bonfires. More than one. That's important. You know what the bonfires are? Just tell the orderlies that there are living people trapped in the district. I'll be standing in front of them as living proof. I said it already that this is how it's been since first outbreak 5 years ago. If there are bonfires burning in an area, that means there's still survivors, still able-bodied and healthy. Only those are worth saving. We were ordered not to bother with small pockets of doomed people. But you're suggesting I light all these bonfires by myself to deceive your own system? It's not my system. We issued the decree in haste and panic. If I survive, I will overturn it. In other words, you thought you were always going to be on the other side of your cruel decree. The district is infected and sealed off. I can only leave if I light several bonfires. Alright, we're almost there. Oh, I thought that was something.
I could use some quiet.
Hymania speeds up the world as is detrimental to the world and is detrimental to your health, and at excessive doses, getting clues begin to appear before my eyes. Hey guys. He's alive. Boys, there's someone alive here. Not the first time people are surprised to see me, but Bachelor Danovsky doesn't die so easily. And who are you? The only qualified doctor in this blighted town. We're only doing our jobs. The decree is simple. No fires, no entry. People can be saved only if the bonfires are lit in the district. Otherwise, it means they're all dead. What do I care about making enemies of the dead? Oof. Okay, I might have a little too much. Oh.
Slower. Colder.
Okay. Okay, not exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, shit, I don't have a lot of uses left. Okay. Not gonna make all that noise. Shit. There's 2 more to go, huh? Dude, that's so fucking little. Popper! Oh, hey, look at the stairs. Just gotta find one more. Shit, I'm starting to get back towards the earlier stuff. Those fucking... Oh shit!
You're too high strung.
Wow. Okay. Well, a couple more uses at this point. Kick it.
Every creak.
Take it all. Should probably take some stuff for my fucking health. Holy shit, I didn't realize I was getting hurt that bad. Sure, why not? Just in case. Map. Oh, fuck me. I'm like at the way other side. Ooh. It's like this shit can reach out and touch me. Grab Faith. Faith being my penis. Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here. I like this one too. Feel better? He's alive, boys. There's someone alive here. You understand there being shocked at my arrival? Look, behind me. The fires are lit. Wait, really? Let me count them again. 1, 2, 3, 5. Boys, there's survivors in the backbone. Well then, clear the exit to the district. Escort people from fire to fire. Do not deviate from the route. Finally, I hope those trapped in the town hall held on. So much time wasted running between bonfires. It's right terrifying to go in there, but it can't be held. Orders are orders. And you, survivor, why are you still standing there? Get on out to the clean district since you managed to walk all the way here. And good luck to you in there. Tell the governor that I won hard bet. The people in the town hall have a chance. Ergo, so does the town. I can choose a careful route, step by step, avoiding dangerous districts. Town is merely a sequence of districts, and I am the one to choose that sequence. or spacewalk directly to my target. No need to rush. If I change my mind, I can always undo my last move or Z to start over. Hey, Sawbones, that you? You the big city Sawbones, Doc, I should say? Yes. Don't you fret if I'm not interested in your jingle jangle. Not worth the hassle. Just tell me straight, Doc. Am I played? I'm serious. I am scared. Is it okay to admit fear to a Sawbones or Doctor? Ever since I found out my Coolan had died, I'm scared out of my wits. It claimed her in 5 hours, and she was young and strong. Are you talking about your wife or your daughter? How can I marry her when she's of the kin, or was anyway? She left them, but was torn between the town and the steep. I thought maybe if I quarreled with her on purpose, she'd return to her kind, wouldn't suffer her fate no more. It's too late for that now. There's notion that the steep people are immune to the plague, but I suspect those are just tall tales. Poor thing, such a shame. I don't want to die, though. Give it to me straight, Doc. Will I follow Coolan soon? Should I prepare bread and milk? Or can is pass me by? What the shit? So you suspect your lover might have infected you. It's not impossible. When did you see her last? The day before yesterday in the morning. When did she die? Yesterday. I know very little of the plague yet, but it's clear from its dynamics that one can't survive the infection for more than a day. If you were infected, you wouldn't be here. Consider how many people have died since the outbreak began 2 days ago. The disease obviously develops very quickly. I'd say the incubation period is 5 to 8 hours. Oh, you've done me a service. Poor Coolan suffering ended just yesterday. She came to me even earlier than that. Your math checks out, Doctor. Sorry, I should address you with respect. According to your count, I couldn't have caught it from her. Or from someone else. Someone you could have met even half an hour ago, easily. Don't celebrate just yet. If it takes 5 hours to burn someone out like a candle, then it's clear as day. I've been racking my brain. She was healthy when she came to me, only her legs were wobbly after a night of dancing. Then suddenly, bam, dead of the plague like that. Shows you how death sneaks up on you. Wicked. Like the cut purse in an alley. Any death is wicked. That mortality is embedded into human nature. It's even more wicked. Such loud words of yours. They ring here in this backwater. It's like an alarm bell or artillery. They don't fit the scenery like you. Can I help you with something, Doc? You're looking lost as a newborn babe. Lost, am I? But you can help me. I'm looking for a doctor named Reuben. If I knew where he was, I'd have gone to him with my plague question. He saw the last outbreak and was Burke's Isidore's apprentice, but he's gone, vanished as if the earth swallowed him. You think he's right here in the warehouse? I'll be damned. That's what I was told, alas, without an exact address. Tough luck. I'd love to repay you, but I can't to know where Reuben went. You know, ask the little ones, the kids, if you run into some. They've scoured every corner of this place. Don't miss a thing. If Reuben is here, they've seen him. I'm just eager to deal with the local children again, but looks like I'll have to. Holy shit. Can't go up ladders. I can't go up ladders! My feet don't work! Ooh, Hannah. Nothing there. Locked. Nothing. Ah, here we go. Oh, well, this seems cheery. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a pen. I thought it was one of those, like, pesticide things. Oh boy. Locked. Damn, it is dangerous to stay manic. Whew. Hey, bull. Halt, who goes there? Turn your head up. Look at us. What's the password? Hackety feckety sat on a pipe. Hackety feckety smelled a bit ripe. All the king's crickets and all the king's geese couldn't rid Hackety of the smell of damp cheese. Now say the password, old timer. That's a version I hadn't heard before. Is the password use? Sure we have. We see everything from up here. Even the bald spot atop your head. We don't have a doctor named Reuben, only a boiler man who needs no name to do his boiler work. Although, if you think about it, he's kind of like a doctor. He fixed the furnace, cured it, I guess. Where do I find this boiler man? Are you stupid? At the boiler house, duh. Is that what you call the heating plant? It's a house with a boiler in it, isn't it? Not some hot plant whose sap runs through the heating pipes. They say, folksy says believe the wildest things. But you won't find anyone there. This pipe I'm sitting on is barely warm. That means something's off at the boiler house. Maybe the boiler man's lost his marbles while he was there stoking the fires. The pipe was hot as hell, but now it's cooling down. Holy shit! Oh! This petty lord called himself Bad Grief, an anarchist at heart, valuing freedom above all else, but only his own. Because of his friendship with the Olgimenses and the Burkes, he saw himself above the law. At least he had some small aesthetic sense, even if it was street level. Pinned him to a wall like a butterfly and left him to die. Even stabbed him with a knife for good measure, but he didn't die from those wounds. Do you know what he died from? Thirst. Do you have any water? What are you doing here, actor? I'm no actor. I neither feel nor act. Call me a shadow, a remainder of a person, a trace, an echo, a glove left behind at someone's house. A useless thing, really. Who needs a lone glove? But it is proof that someone once was here to lose it. What kind of absurd theatrics? Is this some kind of grotesque performance? All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely props for a bloody denouncement. Why not? Say, assume you really are speaking to a shadow, a remnant of a dead person. In black tights and a white mask? Really? You're a scientist, a researcher of death, so gaze into the face of a dead man. Perhaps then you'll understand why only a mask remains. Sounds like a metaphor. I'm more interested in the natural sciences. But you've come to a town ruled by sciences that are pretty unnatural, or have strayed far from nature. If you don't want to delve deeper, fine. Just know, if one like myself is here, then the person you were looking for isn't. Today, that person is already dead. Yes, I can see the body myself, if it is a body of the man I'm looking for. They pinned Grief to a wall like a butterfly, and left him to die, but it was thirst that killed him. Do you have any water? Simon's murderer, why would they think that Grief killed Simon? When you take out the pitchforks, you always find something to nail them with. When did that happen? Good question. Precisely formulated. Look around. Maybe something will give you a clue. I was hoping you'd give me a clue, Shadow. What else are you here for? Smuggler, not a murderer. You didn't deserve this. Piles of infected bodies. Simon's murder. Only I didn't try to flee yesterday. I hate you yesterday? Holy shit, there's so much going on. Yeah, he died yesterday. Okay. Well, how to do? Who are you, the new boiler man? No, I'm a doctor. What do you need a boiler man for? I don't have a no doctor, just a boiler man. I'll go check. Ah, I'm assuming this. Where they were talking about it. Oh, he's dead. Um. Morphine crystals. Oh, Jesus Christ, we have a lot of matches. Water. Poisonous plant once used to put a comely gleam in one's eye. Highly toxic, not to be consumed unprocessed. Alright, what do you got to say, man? Rubin. Stanislav Rubin. A pathologist, one of the few doctors in this town, a straightforward and decisive man. It is something that provoked the anger of everyone, the Canes and the kin, his friends and his enemies. One of those people who you know immediately upon meeting them that they won't die of old age. There's medicine left in the cabinet, drugs saved for a rainy day, carefully rationed. And there you are again, Shadow, a bad sign. You're not superstitious, are you? A sign isn't bad, it only points to what it signifies. The one you came for is no more. Today, they are already dead. He needed a hideout. Grief, an old friend, suggested this place. In the end, he even enjoyed stoking the furnace. Physical work ensues, leaves no room for thought. Only soot clings so deeply. Reuben was scrubbing it off himself when they came for him. Why did he need a hideout? I heard Reuben was the last person to see Simon. Is that true? Reuben came closest to understanding who Simon truly was. After all, he was the one who pronounced him dead. He was afraid that revelation would not be forgiven. Reuben witnessed a miracle, and he paid for it with his life. Can you tell me what happened or not? Was he murdered by whom? 3 days had passed since Simon's death. Reuben hid here in the boiler room, but they found him, silenced him. 3 days and far too late. So that was on like the second day? Hold on, that was like the second day. Jesus. What the fuck? What's going on? Did I glitch the game a little bit? Alright, it seems like it might be time to get the fuck out of here. Whoa! What the fuck? They have a cage for the children! Jesus Christ, this is driving me mad. Okay. Oh, that one's dangerous. Holy shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Where'd you come from? Changeling Clara. Strange little ragamuffin with hypnotic eyes. Simpletons claim she can heal with a laying on of hands. She has lay on hands? That's crazy. They also say she is Shabnak's sister and a harbinger of death, the vicissitudes of fame. I saw Clara in remote places no one else could reach, and at times it was if she were in two places at once. Some vast presence lurks in her shadow. Who is she?
You're not here, are you? You're just pretending.
Stop. Look into my eyes. Don't move. Don't even turn your head. She won't touch you as long as there's a thread between us. This is strange. Are you hypnotizing me? I can already tell you're not susceptible to hypnosis, so why waste the effort? I only want to help you, and I need all of your attention to do it. So there's not even a morsel left for her. She feeds on your mind, you see. Who are you? Clara, and I'm the one who's going to save this town from the plague. Because you don't have the first clue about it. Your head's a cardboard prison, but still I pity you. Such as you are. Here, let me help you. Yes, so you've heard about me. Thank God someone has. Look into my eyes. I'm going to help you. I have nothing to fear from her. And I'm going to teach you to not fear her either. Sabnak, you know the bony monstrosity you don't believe in? The one that's making your hands shake right now? You see her too impossible. She's my own private hallucination. My follies are very much a nun. That's not true, but it's good that you think so. The less you believe in her, the harder it is for her to get her hooks in you. Laughing at her would be ideal, honestly, but you don't have the guts for that. You're way too serious. She says, all right, here's a serious question then. What do you think I'm seeing? Shabnak is the plague's body. The earth spits her out every few years so she might walk through the town and cleanse it of corruption, of wicked thoughts of weak people. Everyone believes something different on that front. Why you, with your head of solid oak wood, can see her is a very interesting question. Most people like you are completely blind. What ripped that hole in you, I wonder? I'm told the scent of the local herbs has a strange effect on the psyche. Maybe so. Either way, she won't stop stalking you, whether you believe in her or not. She likes you. I can tell from a mile away. But I'll teach you how to handle her. Take notes, scholar. Had I a notebook on me, I'd have gotten it out already, if only to emphasize how absurd this entire situation is. I heed, O great wide sage. Oh, I know all about those rules. Don't look into a mirror at night. Don't say her name 3 times. Make a circle of salt. Rule number 1. You're no adversary for her. Your little revolver won't shoot her. Your little knife won't stab her. Can't stab a fairy tale, can you? And why would you even have a knife anyway? So, all you can do is run. I'm not in the habit of running from problems. Fair enough. Running hallucination is tilting at windmills. Is like tilting at windmills. Is exactly. Keep thinking that, good scholar. And the prototype? What prototype? I have an experimental device that's capable of dispersing plague miasma. Let's say this vision, manifests as some kind of especially dense cloud of sand pest. If I shoot at it, I'll dissipate it, which means the prototype can kill this Shabnak. Claim to fight death, but look how your eyes lit up when you said kill. There's no way your little device can kill Shabnak. Neither bone nor metal can strike her down. Everyone knows that. How about compressed air and atomized particles of bile and belladonna? Do your myths say anything about pneumatic weapons? Thought not. They say a sigh for Boss Torak can stop her for a short while. When he sighs, she walks on tiptoe, careful not to wake him. If you exhale the right way, it will probably slow her down. Shots on the river dispel the fog and all those dangerous whirls, clouds, and traps. If your so-called Shabnak truly is the plague, she'll be affected as well. God, this is a lot of reading. You believe that the inventions of your science can defeat the ancient truth of the steep. Well then, scholar, give it a try. It'll be interesting to see. Now, here's rule 2. She both loves and hates fire. She can't pass a bonfire without wanting to love and destroy it. So light bonfires, they'll slow her down. They spoke to me about bonfires a good deal at the town hall as well. Rule 3, she's drawn to people who aren't hollow. You may be close-minded and spiteful, but she still senses something in you. There's something you carry inside yourself, some spark. In other words, there's no way she's going to forget about you. When she's close, she'll never stop chasing you. Crafty, the way you weave compliments and insults together. This one's simple. This one's so simple that I'm not even going to give it a number. If she catches you, she'll devour you. You might find a way to wriggle out of her embrace the first time, but definitely not the second. I thought I'd sense some sort of animus coming from her. No agreement from me. Lingering beside a thick cloud of miasma must be deadly. And finally, you're probably not going to believe me. She eats away at most people's bodies, dries their skin, chews up their immune system. But you're not as easy to get to. Like someone's watching you from above. Protecting you, maybe? I don't know. From atop your polyhedron, it's stunningly tall. I don't know. Well, yes, I do know, but I don't understand. Feel free to disbelieve me. It doesn't matter. Just keep in mind that you won't get infected in a plague district like others do. Instead, you'll go insane, waste all your time, and then she'll eat you. That's how it will happen. Yeah, and then I'll soar on angel wings. Let me write that down. When a heartwarming fantasy, if I really wasn't no danger of getting infected, there's so much I could do. She thinks she's my sister, and I think she's a monster made of bone. My hatred for her is stronger than all of yours combined. Behold, Bachelor, there is no shame in running from her. Maybe you'll get something done after all, in the end. Of course I will. Things from the steep. The prototype can slow her down. Bonfires can slow her down. She cannot be stopped. Beware.
I'll blink, and you'll be gone.
We need that. Gotta go right now. Fuck am I? Oh, there we go. Uh-oh.
As if things are animated.
What? I swear I could go through here just yesterday. I had to find another arch closed. Shit. Fuck, get out. Maria Cania. Eldest daughter of the Canes, Simon's niece. Her mother was a mistress, a woman said to wield mystical powers. Maria believed she was meant to walk the same path. She was followed everywhere by her signs, young people who claimed to have aligned their fates with the constellations and mastered destiny itself. Her every gesture burned with untamed fire.
Why can't I move on my own?
Does she have braces? What the fuck is going on there? I can't hear you. Speak my language. Don't pretend you don't know. Who dares open his mouth while the mistress is working? Danelli. Danil. No need to mock me. I haven't somehow forgotten you after 5 days. One does not forget the likes of you. Just focus on the dialogue. The unexpectedness of your voice caught me off guard. It's an honorific, a sign of respect. Don't test my patience. All right, I've interrupted you. You were in the middle of a conversation with whom? Oh, the house, of course. But the hindquarters were not built by us, the Canes, and this house is one of the oldest ones out here. It doesn't understand me, or rather, it pretends it doesn't. I hate hypocrites. What a bastard. Hey, you inanimate matter, answer at once. It's only inanimate for you, who... Wherever my mother walked, cobblestones began singing and streetlights would start dancing. I've inherited that gift. I don't think you'll ever be able to comprehend it. I forgive you, but laughing at what you don't understand is a sign of a cowardly mind. Fraud can should be laughed at. Laughter is the most dangerous weapon. You forgive me for the fact that houses don't sing to me. What benevolence. You're basically right. So, what's going on with the house? A trace of Uncle Simon's hands still lingers in this house. It's here, very close, still warm. I can feel it. But the door is locked and broken, and the house will give me nothing freely. A trace of his hands. Do you mean fingerprints, or is this another metaphor? Tell me more, whatever you can. I don't know. Uncle was a very close friend of Isidore Burke, or a rival. True friendship is indistinguishable from rivalry. And I can feel his life still smoldering in this house. in some object or a living memory. Perhaps he's even there himself. Simon's alive and in hiding. No, I don't believe in this kind of luck, although... Oh, never mind. It no longer matters anyway. What I'm doing is stupid, and what you're doing even more so. That's what I thought an hour ago, but if Simon's left some kind of trace, any kind, that's not my point. There are traces of Uncle Simon in this house and the whole town, in the polyhedron, in the people, even in the street layouts. Great people don't die, they just scatter into myriad reflections. But we, his poor descendants, won't ever be able to put them back, because tomorrow shall not come. People locked in town hall thought so too, but we've broken out. We'll be suffocated by walls of reeking bodies. Shabnak will devour our tomorrow. When you sleep tonight, the apnea demon will descend upon you, and you'll lie there frozen, staring at the ceiling forever. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I had a dream. I've seen every calendar in town stop at number 5. Tomorrow shall not come. It shall not come. So not be surprised. A surprise confession, but as I was approaching this house, I think I saw her, some sort of monster very close. You've seen a Shabnak. You. A woman or a monster? I didn't get a good look. Hard to see anything in this plague-ridden hell. In this backwater of ours, the earth sometimes belches out the strangest creatures. I'm surprised you had enough clarity of mind to see her. If you're surprised, how to mention how I feel. She wasn't there in my dream, but that doesn't mean anything. She doesn't like to enter my dreams. My dreams are of the higher realms. They strive upward. The clay spawn and rat brigands don't feel at home there. Pathetic dreams again. I suppose I can't complain now, though. Our dreams are not the same. I am a mistress. I can see the truth. Tomorrow shall not come. If only you'd acted differently. If you'd opened the hospital, taken charge of the emergency command, searched for answers, perhaps things would have been different. But you missed your every chance, and so have I. So what do we do now? Go to the Stillwater. Say goodbye to Ava. Gaze upon the starry sky before you sleep. Write a letter. Get in touch with something you hold dear before the end. I hope to say goodbye to Uncle Simon. No, I will fight until the end. Although you know... This was in my dream too. I stood in this house right here. Uncle Simon breathed behind the closed door, and I told you that tomorrow would not come. It was important to tell you that for some reason. This town is doomed, Farewell, Maria. What the fuck am I looking at? Am I looking at my... What is happening? Oh, right,
The cinematograph stops. So be it. I can't take it anymore.
Okay. Sticky, orphan and sneak. One of the children Isidore Burke surrounded himself with in his final days. Perhaps that's why Sticky couldn't let go of his legacy or his heir. He got his nickname from his straw-like hair and a habit of showing up at the first sign of adventure. Okay. There are dozens of such restless teenagers in town. I don't think this one is special.
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
Did you just say knee pits? Does it mean the back of his knees? This is fucking crazy. I've never heard it called knee pits. That is the most insane and genius shit I think I have ever heard in my life. That is crazy. You son of a barnacle. Lost the pen again. Maybe move it to the left? Hey, Sign, what you doing here? Go take a breather. I told you I'd call you a lot when I'm done. Did you call me a Sign? You must have taken me for someone else. Huh? You're no Sign, are you? Or a very new one, at least. Did Maria put a spell on you already? Do you want to follow her everywhere, doing whatever she tells you? If you do, then you're a Sign. I'm still wondering that myself. Me, I don't want to, or I thought I didn't. Then she asked me to break into dead Master Burke's house, and I just ran here, skipping all the way. Isra Burke is dead. What, are you born yesterday? Deader than dead can be. It's been days already. Days? What the fuck? I seem to have the worst luck. That's the man who called me to this town. Don't just stand there. Shove the door for me, will ya? Right here, near the hinge. You're heavy. It might just work. Does it reveal to you, little burglar? What do you think? I'm some dimwit? The front one took me 3 minutes tops. The main study, though, that won't budge. As if they broke the lock specially so no one can open it, and block the door from the inside to boot. Come on, now to the left. This again. Now I've broken my favorite pick too. Aren't you committing a crime right now? Is there something important inside the study? Of course there is. The clues. It was the murderer who closed it, I tell you, so no one can investigate anything. So Master Burke says unavenged. It can't be a coincidence, all of this. If nothing else, Isra was a doctor, and he dies right before the plague comes, and his study is locked. You know how it was. This house was open all the way until the funeral. Then the killer knew he had to lock it, because they all understood it at the funeral. Not everyone grows 4 new arms after death, you know. That beast's claw, too. Only happens if you fought for your life tooth and nail. Now you're making things up for sure. How am I supposed to prove it to you? Master Burke's been in the ground 3 days. So he's been dead for 4 days? Wait, so he dies the first day I get here? And Simon is dead before I even get here? What the fuck is happening? The killer, he was skulking here that very day. Seen him with my own 2 eyes, I did, because I wasn't at the funeral like everyone else. Still couldn't track down where he ran off to. You seen the murderer. Who was it? Did you recognize him? I'm not telling you. You don't care one bit about Master Burke. All these days, you were cool as a cucumber that he's dead, that he's murdered. For you, Master Burke was just some old man who wrote you a letter to the capital about magical, mystical Simon. And he was the best of them all. Great, a child's tantrum is just what I need right now. And who the heck are you? Walking around here all high and mighty like, and you did nothing? Bear, he came with you too. They killed his father, and he was the one they accused of it. Imagine that. And 5 days after, look where you are, and look where Bear is. Yeah, everyone's better than me. Do you know how many times I've heard that just today? I'll find Master Burke's killer on my own, or with Bear maybe, because we cared for him, and you never did. You care about Simon Kane, don't you? Even, have you ever thought he might be right behind this stubborn door, eh? What would Simon be doing there, especially if he's dead? Master Burke, they buried him at least. Simon, they didn't. Someone stole him. You didn't know that, huh? No one did. The Kanes thought they'd be able to keep it secret, not from me, though. What if Simon's body is right there? I'll find it, then. Not you. If I can finally defeat this door, that is. So I'm not the only one taking interest in his death, then. What the fuck was that? This game is glitchy as shit. I guess this thing is empty, isn't it? Oh, he's gone all of a sudden. Okay, so. Oops. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. It's open. I need stuff to set this thing back up.
In every shard, a new me.
Oh, this is looking pretty bad. It's gonna be pretty bleak.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
You happen to know if there will be a funeral? Funerals out it. They say Grief was killed. Terrible. He was the last decent person in this damn place. I've heard many things about Grief, but decent person, that's a first. He provided food to families in our area, handed out bread for the children, and now he's gone, and without him, we'll surely starve. Patrolman, what do you want? Have you been living under a rock? No one's saying anything. Everyone hides in corners like mice. I went to the pub. It used to be great there, generous. Stamerton was a decent guy who would pour on credit, but now he's dead and the place has shut down. The pub seems to have been the main cultural hub around here. Everyone's orphaned without it. It used to be, yeah, now without Stamerton, there's no more drinks on the house. It's all for money, and who needs that kind of culture? Oh, what the fuck is this place? Holy shit. The fuck are you? Okay. You? Nope. 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 Map. No, we're almost out of it. Okay, we gotta go this way. Hold on. Oh, 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 there we go. Okay.
Tired of this noise.
I've heard there's some humanitarian aid being distributed around here. Have you heard anything about it? Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm not sure anyone does that. The disaster grief was the last decent person in the... Or food. Yeah, I know that already. Whoa. Didn't realize it was just gonna lead me straight the fuck out. Jesus. Oh. Nothing. Huh. What do you got? You've got. Damn. Yeah, we'll do that. Hey, Linky guy, was your stuff or guys pilfered the other day? Because my stuff you mean in my laboratory of incredibly valuable value to humanity, and our guys are to the capital's powers that be. Gee, don't get all jittery. It was a test to see if you were a good one or a bad one. A bad one would have run to the grown-ups to complain. You were all right, though. Don't lose your cool. Didn't lose your cool. Turned it all back in a whiz. That's the kind of thing we respect. Thanks, I guess. So I'll make it brief. We've convened the Children's Council and decided to accept you into our, what's the word, commodity exchange, but you can't play our games. And we're not showing you the invisible cat either. But trading this and that and whatnot anytime. So what do you sell besides stolen mechanical devices? Dirt cakes, twigs? Children's Council can change its mind, you know. Where are you gonna get a hangover pill then? Or a stinky feet cream? Or bits of colored glass? Or a range of commodities of dizzying? Occasionally someone... Oh, our range of commodities is dizzying. Occasionally someone even brings a schmoder to trade. If they're dumb enough. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. So anyway, we hang out near the tall places, ones you can see from afar, like this place right here. If a giraffe was wandering around here, we'd be hiding under it. But our winters are too cold for a giraffe. And another thing, we don't need your little clinking things. Save them for beggars. They're worthless now. Bring us good, sound commodities. Beetles and butterflies, and nuts too. Edited for my memoir in this next chapter now. The time I traded crickets for morphine on a crumbling stairway. Yeah, it does sound kind of interesting. Oh, wow, there's more? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
So what exactly am I supposed to do here? I'm not gonna go and trade with the kid again, but... How do you separate things? Split stack. There we go. There we go. Use. Use. There we go. Alright, so the real question becomes, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Magic! If I slip through the archway without deviating from the route, the rest of the journey will pass without incident. Turn to another archway and then I'll have to create a new route.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
All right. This way. Oh, I made it through right. Damn, that's amazing. Oh. Okay. Oh. Khan, Casper Kane. The Kane heir plotted his own course along the path of his family. His followers were called Dogheads. They wore beast-faced masks and lived in the Polyhedron. In this way, they claimed to renounce their animal nature and embrace a world of pure fantasy. They obeyed Khan blindly, hence his nickname. But Khan himself still retained the ability to doubt.
Our tower can perform miracles. Father calls it a greenhouse. But we know it is the rose itself.
Oh. Well, all due respect, just keep visiting at the wrong time. You just keep visiting at the wrong time. Victor Kane was steady. It is what? You don't think it looks right? No, it does. Only the owner is missing. Where is he? Ever since his mother died, he only ever goes to the Cape to visit her. What do you want? So he's left for the Cape. Thank you. For more trading purposes, for later runs. Wants me to talk to these people. Hey, Lanky. Thanks, I keep that in mind. Oh shit, I gotta go back and get my shit. Alright, we go to the clock. Eight of these should be more than enough.
It was quiet in Donatica.
Oh, I can't do it again. Fuck. Reagent. Alright, cool. What the fuck? Are there supposed to be tree? Oh my god, the trees didn't load in. Dude, this game is so fucking glitchy. A little stuffed animal. Hello? Goodbye. Just, yeah, the trees, just nothing loaded in for him. Oh, hell yeah. Right, there you go.
Things everywhere.
I don't seem like much of anything actually going on right now. There we go. I've heard there's some, yeah. Locked.
The town dribbles.
What the fuck? Huh? Okay. Alright, buddy. What do you got to say? Victor Kane, pragmatist. Younger brother of Simon and Grigori. If the Canes are the shining mind of the town, then Victor is the hands that create the bricks for building castles in the air. All his life, he made sure the gears of fate in this unusual family turned in harmony with one another. Perhaps that's why he enjoys assembling clocks. It seems he was the only one who could rein in the impulses of Wild Nina, his late wife.
A coward. Always been a coward. Oh, how I hate it.
Yes, I found your brooch this morning. I remember when we stood on the pier and you dropped it. I jumped into the water to save it. How impudent I was. Please don't say that. You know that I... Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Haven't you had enough? Are you here to argue some more or to beg forgiveness? If it's the latter, it's too late. It won't make a difference. It's never too late. If I insulted you before somehow, then I'd like to apologize. You need not apologize to me. I bear no ill will. Grigori, on the other hand, won't talk to you. Tell me about Simon, then. You've been here for 5 days and visited us twice, and you still understand nothing. Grigori had high hopes for you, Dr. Danowski. He expected you to amaze him, and you turned out to be ordinary. You're just stagnating. Is it such an unforgivable Renee? You're studying immortality, aren't you? When we talk of destroying death, being ordinary is worse than a sin. Can an ordinary man even understand immortality, let alone achieve it? You know, I actually agree with you, Victor. It's the duty of a scientist to overcome the mundane, but as of right now, I have no foundation to build on. Death is time. The time in your life, slipping through your fingers. To defeat it, you must tame time, or break it. Nothing new can be made without first breaking the old. That's what Simon used to say. Very poetic, but there's one problem with poetry. It's worthless. So you're wrong, Doctor. Must you consider poetry the opposite of formula and calculations? A formula is only worthwhile if it's beautiful, after all. You're currently... No profit. Dead end again.
There's no point. I've lost myself and the whole town.
This is a lost cause. I can't save the town. I can't save Thantica. I can't find Simon. There's only one way out. Oh, are they saying that I'm supposed to, Apathy has reached its peak. I barely had any apathy. And will lead to fades. The last hope is to hold on to a thought. My hands reach for the final bullet. I will stop if I manage to gather my thoughts quickly. Town will perish tomorrow, to say the romantically inclined prophets. You did nothing. Well, shit. Huh. The end is near the end. Never the end. Yo, bro, what's up? What troubles you, Signor? Your day is over. What is this place? Where am I? I just shot myself. Why are we talking? You stand inside a mirrored chamber. Look, one glass is in which you shot yourself, more still in which your life goes on. This place allows a man to choose among the possibilities. Understand? You're free to pick the one in which you shot yourself and end your story there. Or you can choose to defy death and give it one more try. Your business in the living world remains unfinished, no? I was looking for Simon, but I failed. There's not enough of me for this. I'm battling the sand pest, but it's not making any progress. There's not enough of me to deal with it. Then let us say you did not shoot yourself. Too much left still to do, and not enough of you. Your goal will pull you back to life, a hook lodged in your cheek. If you depart too soon, who would be there to bear this burden? Does it matter? Yes, for diagnostic purposes. If only I can see you, and I'm not mad, then what's special about me? Why are you following me of all people? The question still is, who is following whom? I never leave this place, and you are here a first-time visitor. Your present fate remains unclear. Are you a body lying, bleeding on the ground, or are you still at the still water staring at a clock? What the clock? Is it somehow special? Lecoq is common as can be, but what you'll do with it is not. Just stand before it and watch the motions of its hands. How the hell does it work? Does that mean I can rewrite the past somehow? Does it matter? Yes, it does. I must understand the underlying mechanism. Am I in this town or am I in memory of it? You come out of the shadows by degrees, and indeed it is as if you are at both once here and there. Fine, I'll give it a try. How do I know what's what?
Why so jittery, Dankovsky? The broken ones don't lie. Camera obscura. Camera lumina.
Day 5 again, huh? Okay. Not what I wanted. Hmm. She came from the capital with the Honorifics, an organization that built the western part of this town. Many of the town oddities can be attributed to them. Yulia immediately struck me as an intelligent, rational, and unhappy person.
It's so lonely here.
I'd not. Pity there are no cigarettes left in town. There's almost nothing left, really. But I miss cigarettes especially. Get a second again. Yeah, sure. That'll work.
What?
Oh, the clock, yes. And a beetle. Alright, that should be fine.
Stop staring at me. Push over.
Okay. But it's day 5. I need to go back.
As if things are animated. Never alone. Things everywhere.
Okay. Something about the clock. Where the fuck did she go? Stillwater is a failed observatory converted into a guest house. One day, Eva Young just moved in. She was never chased out because, according to locals, the Stillwater changes people in strange ways. Someone must bear its attentions. When I arrived, they already arranged a room for me at the Stillwater. I saw Eva every day. She almost never went outside.
Maria says that people like you never dream. Is that true?
You're back. That's good. You'll sleep much more soundly in Stillwater than in a prison cell. Simon had good reason to arrange for you to stay here. Reason you say? Tell me this long case clock. How long has it been here? It's always been here. Simon used to joke that they've built the Stillwater around it. When Farkad started erecting the Stillwater, the clock was the first thing to be installed. But why are you asking? Is the ticking too loud to disturb your sleep? Nope, just curious where it came from. So you say that it was Simon who brought it here? I don't think he actually brought it here by himself. It's quite heavy, but it was brought here at his request. In fact, you are the first one to ask me about it. Most people just don't notice it. Each time I see you touching it, it feels like you can see something that I can't, as if you're being transported by it. Have you ever seen me touching this clock before? I've been living here for 5 days. Of course I have. Every single day you stand in front of it and murmur something before you go to bed. If I didn't know that you're such a skeptic at heart, I would have thought you were performing a ritual. I'm dead tired. I need to sleep. Sleep is death. Death's little brother. Now, does it mean that death is therefore sleep's big brother? Like a mouse scratching at the spine. You're right. Okay, you use the amalgam to do that. Okay. So definitely need to go back to day one. What the fuck?
You're not leaving this place. Neither tomorrow nor yesterday.
How did again, Doctor? I asked you not to bury me with trifles. Are you here to complain that children saw your microscope? Your arrival in this town doesn't interest me. I care only about what matters. Shit. What the fuck? Why am I talking to you again?
You could have gone and bowed properly, asked for kindness. Who would have refused you? But no, you had to strut about like a peacock.
You've been going on about the second day. What are you implying exactly? According to our information, there was no plague in the town, yet there was nothing to research besides the Stillwater and its charming mistress. The plague didn't appear out of the blue. The outbreak struck on the third day, but that means it wasn't already brewing on the second. It's not my handwriting. I did open the hospital on the third day. Why don't you tell me about that then? And then we'll see if there's any merit to your musings about the genesis of the plague. Bro. I don't want to talk to this asshole.
It's not the content of an answer that matters, but reaction time. Please respond quickly.
And one can also say what we say, shall we say, be mistaken by with no ill intent, but as far as If I die with no amalgam, death will be final. It's crucial to always have some. Day 3. Ah, fuck. Hold on, why am I a fugitive? All right. We are going to end this for today. I got stuff I got to go do. So until next time, if you guys did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe for the notification things. Tomorrow, what is today? Tomorrow we are going to be off. Tomorrow will be, our day off. Thursday we'll be back with something. So until then, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.